I have decided that the thing I'm going to work on first is not all these things, but this walk-in storage closet that has not been walked into in forever. This needs to be cleared out. Once it's cleared out, I can start moving things from the studio in here. Much of this pile of junk is literally pile of junk, saving boxes so I have stuff to put in, etc., etc. So, I spent this morning pulling the bedding out of the studio so I'd have some clue. See back there, there's an old brass headboard. It's not that old. I mean, it's only 20 years older, so I bought it myself when I was in New York, and I couldn't bear to part with it when I moved here because it's such difficulty changing your life. But I don't need it now. I'm ready to get rid of it. There's also some old clothes back there from the 70s and the 80s. And God knows what else is in here. All the tiles and things for redoing the house that I just stopped doing a while ago. Look at all those storage containers. I put old clothes in there. They're probably fairly vintage now. I would say they're from the 70s and the 80s. So who knows what's in there. So this will be cool to do. And if once I get everything I need out of here, this is old Christmas stuff. Not that old, once again. There wasn't any Christmas stuff. My mother threw it all out, and I started collecting it in 1990 when I moved here again. Haven't used it since my mother died, which was in 92. All right, so that's what this is, because now, in a second, I'll show you what the storage room, the studio looks like. Okay, walking down the hall. See how the door is open? I pulled out all the stuff that I threw in that was just bedding. I pulled out all the stuff from the various places of stash. That's what the stack up is here. Opened up this closet to reveal what was in there. A lot of this is going to get cleared out. A lot of it I've got to figure out how to store because it's bullion and fabrics and stuff I need to use. I put it away because I wanted to use it, but I just stopped working. So I've got to figure all this out. My old, 20 years old, 25-year-old Kate Fassett stash was in those shoe boxes. Not much there, but boy, I have a lot I can use there now. Look at the old Afghans up there my mom made. Okay, so this is what the studio looks like now. I can actually walk around in it, although barely. Mending pile, old ceiling fan that I just put in here when I replaced it, because it didn't work until the man touched it, and then it worked, but he was already here, so I had him put in the chandelier that I had bought to replace it. Clear off all these shelves. This is all this junk room. This room is going to turn into a studio. God knows when. This is the remnants of the bedding that I pulled out. I put a lot of the bedding away, but this is a pile of pillows that I have no clue what to do with other than stack them in front of the bathroom, which I don't intend to do, but that's the hallway. And then this is the hangings, the antique bed hangings, the Miss Ellen's Portier hangings. And this is turning into something of a linen closet, which we can't see. So, that's where a lot of that went. Some of this stuff went on the bed. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that carpet. I think it's going to go in the studio on the floor, but what do I do until then?